Jingle bells ring and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time and jingle bell time, dancing and dancing in Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell,
Ho, ho, ho. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful socks. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up in tangled up
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Charles.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. In one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, 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 bells.
What up? What up? What up, man?
What's happening? What's going on? What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. Just got done, still in my work uniform and whatnot. Just chilling, man. How's your day?
See you over there playing Manny Fresh right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? You over there act like you Manny and shit.
I'm just like anybody. We acting like it's ain't the last Christmas, so let's live it up. You know what I'm saying?
The last Christmas, damn. You know what I mean? You got a lot of real ominous things to say lately. And
My
shit,
bad,
you know
my
what I'm
bad.
saying? No,
Yeah.
it's cool if I can say it. If you believe
Yeah.
it, say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drop shit. You feel me?
Yeah, let me get my stuff situated here.
Hey, I've been I was online today, right?
Yeah.
And I saw this person post online. They posted Pfizer CEO like, "Hey, this is Pfizer CEO." Can you see that?
They put
Online,
the job. No, they put the job up there for listing.
No. What I saw was this person. They posted the CEO's picture. It's like just in case anybody need to know. You know what I mean? They posted his picture and his name. I heard they've been taking down like all the CEOs and executives' pictures and all their information offline. So I mean, you know,
Yeah, probably, bro. Probably because I mean, think about it. They noticed that the public didn't care. They were like, "Oh, you got him? It was that easy? you can really do that shit?" Like
it's almost like, you know, when they got like those debt collection places, they make them so you can't go inside of them anymore because they understand people don't really give a fuck about that right there.
Yo, this lady calls me.
It's kind of messed up, but it is what it is.
She was calling me like every week, and now she's calling me like every 2 months, right? And she's calling me for this debt she's trying to collect, right? It's a medical bill for like $6, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I can pay that mad easy.
Yeah,
right? It's $6. But I keep telling her, I was like, no, because I don't have to pay it, right? Because if I don't pay it, it doesn't affect my credit.
Yeah, they go probably go reverse that one coming here pretty soon, man. You know what I mean? But that was a pretty cold little hit. I mean, it's a you know, I wonder what happened. You know, I heard they found a backpack in I think it was somewhere in Central Park or something like that.
You see the women online seeing it, they saw his face and they're like, wait, hold on. How guilty is he?
Hey, you look like he's from Europe or somewhere. You know what I mean? I heard they were saying he was light skinned.
So he caught a bus up there from Louisiana. I think it was Louisiana. Yeah, it was.
How you know? Did they got a bus saying he came from Louisiana for real? I ain't saying like how you know, but I'm asking.
I'm saying that's he got there on a bus. Did it come from Louisiana or Georgia? It came from somewhere in the South. Anyways, he got on a bus. All right. You Google that shit. But again, that's how they know, because that's like, you know, that's where the cameras first have him probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they came out and said that. Yeah, he's gone.
Wow, man. Hey, at the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wonder why he did it. You know what I mean? But what he said on his shell casings kind of tells the story. You ever seen what's that movie called, man? With I think what was it? Matt Damon in it. He played in it. I think it was called like Rainmaker. It was one of John Grisham's old books. It's basically where he came in. He was a mother of a like a cancer patient, right? And then they were denying his claims over and over and over and over again. And this is kind of the same thing that they were saying to this patient. You know what I mean? Like pretty much, we're not fucking with you. You know what I mean? Don't matter what happened to you. We're not paying the claim. It doesn't matter what happens. And so this is kind of what, you know what I mean? The same exact thing that they were going.
Yeah, I didn't watch early Matt Damon movies at all.
This was more of a John Grisham book. I read a lot of John Grisham books when I was young.
Matt Damon, he talked about that. He was like, look, we can't make movies like that, like Good Will Hunting and stuff like that anymore, because they're not going to sell. They have to be box office for the studio to take a gamble, because the studio say you got to use your own money. Like, yeah, I guess like 10 million or something like that. And so it's yeah.
Hey, so did you hear about the Colombian hit woman though?
No.
You hear about that? They call her the Doll. He said a Colombian hit woman known as the Doll has reportedly been arrested for several murders, including her ex-boyfriend. Said a 23-year-old Colombian woman known as the Doll and labeled a dangerous hit woman was arrested in connection to several targeted gangland killings, including a recent ambush murder of her ex-lover, according to local reports. Karen Juliet Ojeda Rodriguez, known by police by the alias La Mañanca, the Doll, was apprehended for her alleged involvement in several high-profile murders in the municipality of.
Damn.
I don't know the name of that right there. It's crazy, but yeah, she looked kind of cool too. I mean, she probably could have set a lot of people up. She was like halfway decent, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I might have failed for that one.
Had to know, right? Like,
he probably knew he probably was part of all this type of stuff. He was probably from that life too.
So you know what I mean? You gonna try to leave her, like,
like she a regular chick. Yeah, said, I'm done with you. Like she ain't coming to get you, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I want to show you this video I watched. This lady on this bus, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. So here, check this out. Let me see.
Hey, welcome everybody to the Fix, though. You know what I mean?
The
Friday Fix, man. We do this every Friday at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk. Like I said, we just talking regular, whatever's going on in the world. We talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Not as much about politics. Everything that we talking about is not to do with that. You guys can join in with us if you choose to have a conversation. We can talk about pretty much anything. So
All right, check this out. Check this out.
Guys, okay, so this raggedy ass bitch just came into Erotic and stole from my store. Stole from my store. Okay, stop, don't touch me. And we're gonna follow her to her house because she says she's gonna pay for it there. Right? Yes. Okay. So enjoy the ride and we'll let you know where she lives. Let's play a game called Look in the Thief's Purse. So let's see what she has. Stop. Oh, she also took a skirt, Justin. Did you see that? What? No. You raggedy bitch.
This is wild, bro.
Look at her face, though.
Right?
Don't steal from small businesses, Okie.
Also, this must be her business or something because she's sure.
Yeah, it was the girl's business. It was her business, right? And the lady basically was in there stealing. And so she rushed up on her like, yo, you've been stealing. So she's on the bus and she said, hey, we're going to follow. She said she has the money at her house. Then she finds more stolen goods on her.
Because she just went up at her purse and took whatever was in there, huh?
Yeah. No, her stuff. It was the stuff that was hers. She stole more stuff. Like she was like, oh, look, she stole this too.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I don't know about that one right there. I mean, that's a little bit dangerous. That woman could have got busy about how she felt. Like, you know what? You're doing too much, bro. You're going to come to my house, follow me to my house. She could have got busy about that. You know what I mean? Could have felt a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's funny though. Don't get me wrong. It was funny though. You know what I mean? She did the most. She had a dude with her though. It looked like too. You know what I mean? Somebody who probably worked at her store with her.
Yeah, so that's who she was talking to. That's who was holding the camera. Because old girl was hands free, like, hey, look at this bitch.
Hey, so what do you think about them possibly getting rid of TikTok? You know, they said that they're letting it pass through. TikTok is supposed to be banned in the United States, I think January 16th. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
the judges let it kind of go through.
I want to make TikTok videos, but then I don't. But then I do. But I feel like I don't have the energy to make TikTok videos, but I have ideas for cool TikTok videos. But I don't know how to use TikTok. I
mean, at the end of the day, it's not something that I'm really big on either, but people use it. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked up because it's from China or somewhere else, they want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like why don't they get rid of Meta and all these other platforms that are doing the same exact thing? You know, that we just found out, like you said, we just found out the other day that they pretty much stealing all of our data, all of our information, all of our text messages. If I can't text anybody who has an Android phone right now, you know what I mean? They're not supposed to. So what's the difference? You know,
you got to go to WhatsApp and send messages. Like I don't talk to them. Man, I went to WhatsApp and my phone went bing, 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 bing. And I was in like 20 groups with like 900 other people. And
it just doesn't make sense, man. Really, they're trying to drive us to certain places to be able to make encrypted conversations, which I really don't believe. I don't trust them places either. You know what I mean? Like, why are you trying to drive me, away from it? And it's crazy because it's not like we're using different phones, but say if we're on the same network, what's the difference?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just crazy, bro. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all. Period.
So I decided to go onto the dating apps and see what's the haps.
Which one? Which one you hit?
I used the Facebook one, and then I use I'll use Hinge.
There's like so many dating apps I didn't heard of. Like, man, what the hell?
Yeah, I used to use what's that, Tinder. I used Black Planet back in the day, and then they had one that was
hey, that's a cold Black Planet, huh?
Black Planet. And you know what's crazy? You know what was a cold dating app that nobody even like realized it was, but I did. It was MySpace.
Oh, okay.
MySpace, you could single it down to being like single in your area, like within 3 miles or whatever, wanting to party, and like girls would pop up.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea. So how's the dating apps treating you, man? Let's talk a little bit about that. Obviously, you're feeling real single right now. You're feeling like you're looking for some type of a situation, whether it's love or what is it, long time or a short time, whatever it's gonna be.
I don't know.
What's going on, man. What's going on?
I like to look.
What are you looking for exactly? Let's go ahead and you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not particular, sir. I don't look for a particular kind of. I like a pretty smile and freckles if she has them. That's pretty
freckles.
nice.
That
Freckles.
just describes a certain kind of woman right there. You just freckles. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you
like,
serious?
you know,
Freckles is nice,
pretty much.
or a beautiful smile. I'll do with a beautiful smile.
I'm not
That's
saying
what I need.
anything. You know what I'm saying? You said freckles. You know what I mean? Like you got to be of a particular hue to have freckles. You know,
I need a girl. I need a girl with a beautiful smile. I guess that's all I need.
Just say freckles. So you already said freckles, man. Let's let that ride out.
Why
It
you
is what it is.
carrying
Let's
on the
keep
freckles,
going.
bro? Get off the freckles. I said pretty smile first, and I said maybe freckles. It's a little extra. It's like, oh yeah, I got freckles, bro. Like,
do you have freckles? I ain't never seen no motherfucking freckles on
Yeah.
your ass.
Yeah, I got freckles.
You
Yeah.
got freckles, man.
I got freckles.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't seen not one freckle on you, not one time, brother.
You're supposed
But
to be
yeah.
looking that close, cuz.
But listen, listen. Hey, but listen, though, listen. Okay, so cool. All right, you got the pretty smile, you got, you know, whatever else. So okay,
A pretty
tell me a
smile.
little bit.
Check
Tell
it
me
out.
a
I like
little
a,
bit
you know
about
what?
her.
The reason I
ahead.
want a pretty smile is because even when I'm like, that's what I have to wake up to for the rest of my life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And so I want to
Yeah.
see that pretty smile. Even when we're beefing, she can be like, and I'm like, bitch, but I love you.
No, I get it. You know what I'm
Tired of
saying?
your shit,
So-
but I love you. Like,
okay,
I
so what
apologize. I
kind
don't
of
mean to call
a
you a bitch?
yeah, be the caller. It's come on, man. Just say what you're gonna say. It's Friday
Well, I
night.
don't want.
Fix, man.
I
It's a Friday night
if
fix,
it's
brother.
like that, I'd say
Friday
to
night
something.
fix,
I'd like
man.
to say to their
Listen,
face. You know what I'm
listen.
saying? I don't want to.
Would you say to me the other day about politically correct, man? You ain't got to worry about being politically correct anymore. It's over.
Yeah.
Those days are over, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
are.
Just leave it in the past now. You go ahead and say what you're gonna say. It's a Friday night fix.
Well, I'm still.
Cheers up. You got a drink? Do you get a drink?
No, I'm not drinking
You
tonight.
got no drink or nothing? All right, I'm gonna
No,
cheers
I got-
myself then.
Yeah.
Cheers to me. You know what I mean? There
Wait,
you-
I got
there
a
you go.
thermos. Hold on.
But
Let me
listen.
get it. Hold on.
Hey,
Let me get my thermos.
hey, we about to find out what kind of woman D-Mac is looking for exactly. We're gonna find out his exact type right here. We already heard freckles, and I don't know the other thing he said. I wasn't too sure about that, but he said pretty smile. Yeah, he said pretty smile and freckles. We're gonna figure out the rest of the situation that she needs to have. What kind of job, you know, the structure of her. You know what I mean? The whole nine. And we're gonna hold him to this shit. So hey, let's dig a little deeper back into what you were saying, man. You were saying that you needed to, you know, you pretty smile. Okay. So what kind of a background would you want her to have? Would you want her kids, no kids? You know, what's the
my bad. Let me think. Kids, no kids.
Kids, no kids.
It depends
what I
how
mean?
young the kids are. Like for me, it's look, bro, I'm not on a dating app for all that. All right. So
You
don't
say-
get-
I don't understand. I didn't catch that exactly. So what does that mean exactly, brother? What does that mean exactly? It means no, you don't want any kids at all. What are you talking about? Tell me.
I couldn't date a woman that, I mean, I don't mind if a woman has kids or doesn't have kids, bro. It's like I have kids, so how can I be like, well, you have kids, so
You can be like whatever you want because it's your preference, man.
I can.
You know what I mean? You can say whatever.
Yeah.
People are like, why can't? Because you can. That's just part
Like
of it.
I met one lady like a long time ago on a dating app, right? And actually, I met two in the same week. And I was talking to him, and I was like, they're like, yeah, I got kids. Like, how many kids you got? One was like, I got one, but she was 42, right? And her kid was 8 months old.
Whoa. Damn. And she was on a date nap already. Like, man, this is a bad situation for you to be in
Yeah.
right now.
That's what I'm
You know what I
saying,
mean?
right?
Like-
I'm like, it don't make no sense. That's a fresh ass baby. It's a fresh baby. Like, that shit ain't even learned to crawl yet. It's just looking at you the whole time and crying.
You still paying for diapers and everything, wipes the whole
All
nine
that.
is out of
All
line.
right. And
Yeah,
then
I'm
this
saying
other- this other lady-
hey, the kid's dad still around somewhere. The BD's still around somewhere around here. He lurking still.
No,
You
that
know what I mean?
story,
Might
that
still
story
have
was
feelings for her.
crazier. That story
Man.
was crazier.
She
I
said, "Look."
can't get. Anyways, hold on, check it out.
Tell the
like,
story, man. Tell the
all right,
story.
fuck it. So
Tell
she thought she could never have kids or whatever, right? So because she
Thought
was
she could
married to
never
some
have
dude, off
kids,
it was some weird stuff or whatever. But she was married to this dude, and they never had kids. Like,
Mhm.
and so she hooked up with this one dude, and homeboy had kids, but his kids were grown. You know,
Mhm.
youngest was like maybe 17, 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, she had told him, she was like, yeah, I can't have kids. And he was like, he had mentioned it one time, like, oh man, I'm so glad for you can't have kids. Anyway, she ends up getting pregnant. And, you know, she ain't getting ready.
She tricked his ass right there. That was a 42 fake right there. That's
Yeah.
what they call the 42 fake. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to lure somebody in. Period. She said she was with somebody previous to this for a while, and just because they didn't.
Her husband, yeah. And he had gone to took tests and all that stuff and whatever, and he was fine. They said it was her, and so to her it was this miracle baby. And so homeboy didn't want no new kids was like,
Yeah, like,
he was like,
it's
nah,
a miracle.
nah.
Listen, this is what she told him. It's my
Yes,
personal opinion. I know it's gonna sound like this is what she told him. It can go the other way too. A man can do the same thing to a woman. So don't get this twisted. But this is what she said to him. It's a miracle, baby. He was like, yo, miracle. That's what he told her. He's like, it ain't my miracle. This is your miracle. Right here. This is how he felt. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say
in the court, all kind of stuff. Because he was like, look, I don't want no kids. And she's like, well, I can't get rid of this one because I never thought I could have a kid. So if I have this opportunity, I'm gonna fucking take it.
This is crap, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I'd have been hot. If I was him, I'd have been hot. She should have had to sign paperwork, brother. Like disclaimers. She's telling him she can't have kids, man. That right there alone should be enough to be like, you know what I mean? That's like false advertisement.
And the judge be like, well, there's a possibility there. So
hey, listen, that's false advertisement, brother. You can go to, I could go to Walmart, and if they say something on a sign, and this is what it is, and they don't give me that, I can sue them for false advertisement and win millions.
Yeah, that's actually a rule at Walmart. I used to work there. It's like, because I mean, I'll grab something. I'm like, ooh, it's all stacked. Like one time I got laundry detergent, man. I got laundry detergent. And it was at a $6.58 for a big old thing of laundry detergent. Tide. I grabbed 2 of them. I went up there. I was like, hey, things in this place.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, though. I'm gonna say it like this, though. Listen. So if a motherfucker can get some laundry detergent for $6.98 or whatever, you got to deal with the baby for the rest of your life. This is crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for taking care of your kids. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, we both know. We both take care of our, we took care of our situation. We do what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Period. But man, that's like she tricked him, bro. She tricked dude. You know what I'm saying? Like she told him she couldn't have kids. He was like, cool. We're gonna,
and
go ahead.
And he fought it. He fought it as hard as he could because he was like, I just got done. Like you told me things. Like
you lied to me.
You lied
to me. She didn't want to turn the Mac on him. Listen.
And then the other lady I met, she was cool. She was from Tacoma, right? Yeah. The same thing. Like she was like, well, she had kids with this one dude, 2 kids with him a while back, and then like recently they got back, they hooked back up together or whatever. Like later, like the kids are like 15, 16 now or whatever. And then she had another baby, and now that baby's 9 months. And so for me, I'm like,
on a date nap now.
Yeah, she's on a date nap, which don't make no sense to me. Because if your baby daddy got access to you for that many years,
hey, listen,
he come back 14 years and be like, I need like another.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I've always been like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like adverse to dating women who had like kids. That's been tough. You know what I mean? Just because, you know what I mean? Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I understand that that's a responsibility that you got to take on. You know what I mean? Period. However it go. You know what I mean? Not during the dating phase as much, but if you plan on being with that woman, you better go ahead and understand that that's coming along with it. And I'm saying her being like in her 40s and having a fresh kid, and like you're pretty much signing up for that one. Yeah, you know what I mean? Real. For another 18 piece. That's yours.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to go ahead and tough that out. You feel me?
I meet a lot of interesting people on there.
So you meet a lot of interesting people. So yeah, what do they meet? What kind of people do you meet? You meet like, is it mostly people from the area we're in? Is it like outside areas?
It's usually
what's your radius? What's your radius that you kind of
the Facebook one is weird, right? Because you be here, but it'll match you with people in like Oregon and Canada.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, I want the ratio here. And they'll Hinge, like you can just do that in your area if you want, but they want you to pay for it. And I told you my favorite place to go if I want to talk to women is a grocery store.
Hinge, huh? I mean, Hinge that just sounds kind of like, you know what I mean? Like
it's a little more classier. It's a little more classier, actually.
What is it? Hinge. Doesn't that sound kind of like negative to me? That sounds kind of unhinged. That's what I get when I hear hinged.
Well, there's unhinged and then there's
hinging upon. You know what I'm saying? Like
hinged.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't sound like something I'm about to put myself involved with, you know?
I mean, unhinged, I wouldn't. So you'd be. Wait.
So let's just say
unhinged I wouldn't want to be associated with that. But hinged actually sounds. Oh, it's safe here. Metal detectors.
Doesn't sound hinged. That doesn't sound safe to me. You know what I mean? It sounds like.
Yeah.
But listen. Okay, so we got through that part. Okay, now so what about physical attributes? What are you looking for? Physical attribute. What is we already said the smile. You said the freckles. What other physical attributes are you keen upon?
Her mind. I gotta know who I'm dealing with.
Hey, I know you. I didn't laugh because you just because at the same time, I'm not saying you're not. 'Cause that's important. But I'm not gonna lie. That's super.
That's mad important.
Now,
I
it's
met
super
some
important.
gorgeous women that were nasty inside. I met some women that I wasn't attracted to until I talked to them. Like
Yeah,
they're
but-
all right,
yeah,
they're
I
right,
get
and
what you're
then
saying.
yeah,
Right now. It's super important. It's just funny to hear you say it at like such a, you know what I mean? It's such a high point. It's pretty much number one. To be honest with
Yeah.
you, that's number one. If if it's not up there, there's nothing up there. You can't even really talk to a person. You don't want to deal with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wonder. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I'm like, because they were talking like how men, they should just tell you this stuff up front. I'm like, sometimes he just don't know until after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, if sometimes things happen and the person just don't know who, if they like you or not. And then you guys do whatever you're gonna do, and then little other things creep out, and he's like, man,
Well,
I don't know if I really want to mess with you.
In the beginning, everyone tells their red flags at first. You don't hear it because you're kind of just like getting to know each other. You're kind of happy you're talking to somebody and have somebody around you right at the moment. But in the beginning, everyone tells their red flags.
What do you mean?
They just tell you, everyone says what's wrong with them. Like you be like, hey, this is what's wrong with me. This is what's I got going on. People, you say it like kind of playfulish to each other.
But you're telling the truth though.
But you're telling the truth in conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
People don't catch that, but you hear it. And then you be like, oh yeah, you did say that, after they start, banging their heads on the wall and
drinking too much or
taking all your
whatever else
furniture
they got
and
going.
put it
whatever else
outside
they got
upside down. And
So okay. So when you're looking at okay, so okay. You said the mind that's important to you. Okay,
Yes.
we'll go ahead and we'll
what's
take
important
that.
to you when you meet a woman, sir?
Man, that's a tough one. I can say a lot of stuff right now, but yeah, I would say like availability is very important to me. I mean, we start out. We already know the mind. That's already one thing. You put that to the side. Okay, let's shelf that. You know what I mean? If I'm attracted to him or not, like mentally and physically, that's super important. If I'm not, it's just like, yeah, man, we can kick it and have fun. Maybe have fun or something, but it ain't gonna go any further than that. Probably like if the person is like,
do you let them know that from the beginning?
yeah, you know what I mean? Like if I don't really, what you mean? Let's explain exactly what,
Like, do you
what you mean.
like when you meet a woman, right? Do you just be upfront and honest? Like, look, I either want to be in a relationship with you, or I'm just chilling right now. I just want to have some fun, see where things go.
I don't even talk about like relationship stuff when I first meet a person. I don't even like. It's been more like recent. Like women will probably talk about relationships and stuff like that. Like that's an important thing to a lot of women. You know what I mean? Like as you get older and stuff, but. I don't really, to me, if a woman starts talking about like relationship, this, that, and third from the very beginning, that's a red flag to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not saying that you don't want a relationship, but it's like, are you one of those people who that's what this is all about at the end of the day? Like, if I understand everyone wants to be in a relationship, but let it go, let it kind of flow the way it's supposed to flow. Let's figure out things first before we start heading down a trail of like, this is just, well, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for marriage. There's a lot of women out here who are just strictly looking to get married. And I'm like, I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, are we really being who we are in this situation right now? If that's what we're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, be who you are. Let's figure out if we even like each other first. You feel what I'm saying?
We do like each other. I mean,
you don't know that. I mean, me personally, you don't know if you like somebody until you've gone a little bit and you've been with them for a little while and you've gone through some stuff. Like you see their personality, see who they are as a person. You get what I'm saying?
Sometimes you be swiping and shit, and then you get post nut clarity, and you be like, "What was I thinking?" Like,
I think people don't really realize like how significant that is to probably men in general. You know what I'm saying? Like after women like, oh, he should have told me this before but sometimes you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes it takes you having sex with a woman, with a woman and then figuring that out. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, man, do I really like her? Did she change once this happened? Is she now like a hella clingy or what, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever else that comes along with it. It just, sometimes if a person, but me, I'm the type of dude like this. If I like you, I like you. You know what I mean? It kind of don't matter. If you just be who you are, and if I like you, that's just what it is. We good. Now, it doesn't matter if it happens this time or at this time. So some women are like, oh, we want to wait, this, that, and third. Sometimes it just makes it worse, makes a person not even want to fuck with you no more. You sit around, make a person wait hella like, man, I don't really want to fuck. And once it happens, it's like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Just on GP, like that happens sometimes. So I think people should let things kind of occur naturally. You know what I mean? That's the kind of person I am. I'm just
do you like the hookup culture?
I mean, what does that mean? I don't even know what that is.
That's kind of what it is these days. It's kind of like you just meet somebody, you hook up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you find somebody else, you hook up for a little bit.
Nah, I ain't really into that. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not, because I've always been a really private person. and dealing with those kind of people you deal with, like those are like really more or less people who are very talkative and out there and running. You know what I mean? I'm not really into that. That's
not really. I
who
mean,
I am. What you mean?
I don't know. At this age too, you could find you a little boo thing, and just you have an understanding, like, you know what I'm saying, you have this need, and then you want to cuddle and sit and chill for a minute, and then go about your day for a couple of years.
Is that considered hookup though? Or is that considered somebody who you fucking with though? I mean, depending on how long you around you could be around a person like that for years.
Yeah.
That's not really just a hookup culture thing then, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You know what I mean? I would think that's more of almost like, you know what I mean? Like we fucking with each other, but you know what I mean? Like we ain't together. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion on the matter. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yeah, that's the hookup culture. That's what it is, bro. Like,
I don't feel like that's the hookup culture. I think those are two people with an understanding. A hookup culture.
Do you feel like maybe the word hookup just sounds like, you know, you're going like
hookup
you're
culture?
you're doing
you know what I mean?
swingers?
I just think the way you dropped it, the way that you know the analogy you gave of it was like they hook up for a little while and they kick it and then they just leave each other alone. You know what I mean? I think that's, to me, that's not a bad thing if people are into that, but I'm just not into that. That's not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. To each their own, sir. To each their own.
I don't care. If people want to do it, they can do it. It's like people get mad at, you know, older dudes who be in the club or older women who be in the club. I don't give a fuck. If they want to go in the club, go have fun. Go have fun. I'm not a person
who's mad at old people in the club. Like,
people just hate. It just, people always have something to say to somebody about what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of how life is. To me,
but the thing
I
is,
don't
we
do it.
Even listen to those people. Like, you know, people that are miserable do that. They'll sit there and laugh and make fun of other people and talk mess and make it loud or whatever because they're miserable. Because if you're happy in your real life, you wouldn't have time to be bothered by making fun of other people because you're too busy in your own joy.
Man, if you just, I mean, the crazy part about it is that more people who pretend to be happy, pretend to be, you know what I mean, like the people who are like trendsetters or whatever the case may be, you want to call them, those are the most miserable people there are out there. Most people are not happy, man. Most people are miserable as fuck. You know, that's just what it is. They're miserable. Most people who are in relationships are miserable. People who are single are miserable. It's a lot of fucking misery out here. Just look down your timeline. I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, probably like 80%, 75-80% of my page is probably women on Facebook. Or more, you know, mostly because I'll either add women or I get added by women. I don't really add a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? I'm not going and like, oh, I want him to be my friend requesting men. For what? You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I am. But it's like what I see on my timeline is just a lot of like negativity, like really just like anger and vitriol, but it's hidden and masked behind jokes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And memes and stuff. For me, it's like I keep a few people on there, a few people on just to watch the drama.
I mean, to me, it's like, but on the other flip side of it, if it were women on, if it were men on my page, it would be the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Dudes would be on there just, you know, there's so much misery amongst dudes too. It's the same exact thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, yeah. No, people are miserable. Hold on. Give me a second. Hi.
This is crazy. This is what he's doing over here. This is what yeah, go ahead.
Hi.
Sound like the Wookiees. Y'all some Wookiees over here.
That's how we say hello when we get home.
Some goddamn Wookiees, man. But is that your kid?
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. That's one thing I know that always keep you happy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy to see that for you, man. Real talk.
Yeah,
so
man,
you're a good father, man. You're a good father. It's always a good thing. Yeah, I hope y'all out there having a little bit. I mean, it's Friday night. You know what I mean? I don't know what you guys really do on your Friday nights, but me personally, now that we're doing a fix, I'll probably sit back and I might have a little sip. I normally don't drink at all because it just don't do anything for me. I'm not, you know, really into that. But with the fix, you guys, I mean, might as well, if y'all having a drink, have a drink with me, have a drink with us. Sit back and relax. Do whatever it is that relaxes you, whether it's a book or watching TV or whatever, you know, playing with your kids, whatever you do.
Yeah, no, I just say hello, do my thing, check in with them.
Hey,
I wish I would drink tonight, but man,
you're gonna end up doing something. I don't even want to hear about it. Better,
I'm about to get in bed and lay down. Actually, no, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna make some tacos first. I'm gonna make some tortillas from scratch.
How you gonna make some tortillas from scratch and then go lay down and go to bed? It's like almost. It's about to be 8-9 o'clock here pretty soon, brother.
Yeah.
I thought about cooking, making some chicken. I took this chicken out like 2 days ago. It was frozen, so it's still good. It's set in the refrigerator, so it was like frozen for like the first day. And I'm like, damn, I just I unthought to put it out. I was like, man, am I gonna make this chicken tonight?
Same thing. I took out some thighs, but I went to the store and I got some cilantro, white onion, and what else did I grab from there? Lime. And so I got my little mojo sauce, just marinate that, fry it up. Tacos, bow. And tortillas is just like lard and flour and salt.
Hey, so you hear about what happened with you know why YNW Melly, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be getting out.
Yeah, they say the judge reportedly gives Broward Sheriff until December 16th to respond to YNW Melly's petition. Said according to reports, attorneys for rapper YNW Melly have filed a petition seeking his release from prison before his 2025 retrial, claiming his detention conditions are inhumane and violate constitutional rights. The petition alleges he's been in extreme isolation without phone calls or family visits for over 3 years. A judge has ordered the Broward Sheriff's Office to justify his continued detention with a response due by December 16th. The Sheriff's Office cites administrative segregation for safety reasons. The petition focuses solely on his confinement conditions, not the double murder charges he faces. It's kind of crazy, man. They said he's been alone for 3 years, man, like without talking to people. You know, that kind of will make somebody crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it will make you crazy, brother. You know what I'm saying? Imagine sitting in a room by yourself pretty much 23 hours a day, if not more, 24 by yourself, listening to people probably yelling and screaming all up and down. You know what I mean? Like,
no books,
imagine you're not talking to your family. You probably get books or something like that, but you ain't get to talk to your family. You ain't get no phone calls, brother. Like what kind of what you know what I mean, could possibly, and then he already got a hung jury, right?
Yeah.
So if a person gets a hung jury, they should automatically get released. You've already been sitting in jail for hella years.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, the jury was hung. That means they don't know if I did it or didn't do it. That means I'm innocent because innocent until proven guilty.
Yep.
So I should get to get out. We can fight the case however y'all want to fight it, but I should be on the street.
I should be on the streets with my freedom. Yeah,
period, brother.
Because you ain't proved your case. You don't get to
exactly.
keep on.
Yeah, man, you get to keep. I mean, so now I gotta do 5, 6, 7 years, and then I get found not guilty, and I did 5, 6, 7 years already. Yeah. So you got your time. You got time out of me already. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, brother. He should be on the streets right now. I'm definitely free him. They say
one case that always bugged me out, bro, was like the Draco the Ruler. He's from LA, and at first when he was coming out, he was like popping, right? And so they locked him and his friends up because one of his friends rapped about something. So when his friend rapped about it, it was like a crime or whatever. They locked up the whole crew on a weird conspiracy thing. Like they couldn't, like basically their freedom of speech. They took that away from him. It was wild. But he was locked up for a couple years, and they had to let him go after a while because they knew it was just unconstitutional. But it was California.
I mean, it's just nuts, man, how a lot of this stuff goes. To me personally, if you're innocent until proven guilty, everyone deserves a bond, period. Unless they caught you in the building with the gun and all the little people right there dead. You know what I mean? Like, if that happens, you like caught red-handed, you on video, it's you right here. There's no other way around this right now. If there was like, say like one of the school shooters or something, and they caught the dude in the barricaded room, he was the one who did it. There was pretty much no other way around it. He's not claiming he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Keep him in jail or make his bond like 50 million, something crazy. He got 20 bodies on his hands, 21 bodies. Okay, 50 million. You get 50 million, you can get out. 5 million, whatever the case may be, right? But anybody else deserves a bond, bro. Give him something. You know what I mean? Just jack the price up. Okay, 4 million. You got 2 bodies, cool. 3 million.
They don't even let Diddy get out.
He ain't even kill nobody. Nothing. You know what I mean? He ain't even knock nobody down. You feel me? And like I say, innocent until proven guilty. That goes. I mean, I don't go for everybody, but it goes for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. In the eyes of the law, at least. You know what I mean?
And they're hitting Diddy with some shit like witness intimidations and stuff. Like, anybody can do that. Like,
what witnesses are there? I mean, if you haven't, like, what witnesses are you talking about? Who?
That's what the judge said.
No, not you. I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, how are you even, and like, he's like, oh, he's running the jail. What do you think? You got a millionaire in fucking county. You know what I'm saying? You got a damn near a billionaire.
That knows a couple niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like he knows
daddy was, you know what I'm saying? He's from the, he's like, they're all like catering to him, making his bed. What do you think, man? A soup, you can get your whole bed made. People don't understand they know how this shit go. They're just trying to make you guys.
Is he locked up in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, come on now.
And like a regular ass, I think he got this a federal. It's probably a federal pen, but who cares? He could be locked up anywhere as Diddy.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Diddy. They know he's a billionaire. He got big bread. He's good. His books is fat. You
And
know what I'm
if
saying?
you think about
He got
rap music,
all the
goes along
commissary.
with
Hey, listen.
some rap music goes along with jail. So,
I'm
you know,
gonna keep it real with you.
everybody
Look,
in there got a dream.
when I was in Sao Paulo, right, just here recently, you stupid. He said, yeah, they got a dream. They want to get out. They gonna tell him to defend you to the, you know what I mean, to the tilt. They'll kill up the whole jail behind him
Hell yeah.
without him even having
Diddy,
to ask.
Diddy in here? Oh,
He didn't even
can
gotta
get me a new
ask.
lawyer. I get an appeal. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like, what I gotta do, homie? I can't do
Listen.
that. But what I gotta do?
I'm in Sao Paulo, right? You know what I mean? I'm sitting at a place like where they like chop up the meat at, you know, cut the meat off the spit at your table, right? I see some people in there that they kind of remind me of my younger self. You know what I'm saying? I see my younger self in them. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? They there with their girls and stuff. So I send them over drinks, you know what I'm saying? Just on GP. I know they don't understand the same language I do. We can't even talk. But you know, it's to me, I recognize you. I see you. So here you go. I sent them over drinks. We was cool. They came to the table, showed big love. But the fact of the matter is that's what just people do. He's probably in there like looking around like people ain't got shit in here. These niggas is kind of cool. Let me go ahead and get this man here, man. Let me go ahead and get you like a little $30-$40 going to fill up his whole little commissary. He got cases of soups. He's putting them on. He's like, man, he's in there buying commissary for the inmates. Yeah, because he's like, nigga, I don't want to be the only person in here with shit. Then I'm the person, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to be looking at me as lunch meat. Rather than me do that, let me go ahead and make sure everybody good. We straight in here. We kicking it in here.
He knows people in there too. If you think about it, like there's some dudes that was running around trying to be rappers, and Diddy's probably working with him, and he knows. But I mean, like, yeah, who his dad was and who probably how he carried his business. They should give him bail though. But I mean, they're not going to, but they should. You know what I'm saying?
His bail shouldn't even be that high. He's really not getting charged with anything serious that I see. Nothing serious. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? $1 million bail?
Did you see what they said? Did you see what Dirk? They came out about Dirk. They said the only evidence they have on him is rap lyrics.
That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? They don't really have nothing on him. They're like, that's exactly. I told you. I was hoping everything worked out. Hopefully they don't have a rat. Hopefully they don't have nobody's telling or no recordings or nothing like that. You know what I mean? If there is anything, hopefully they don't. You
I'm saying if all the evidence is rap music, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to try to? It's crazy. They have to pin him.
They did the same thing to fucking Thug though.
Yeah,
they did the same thing to Thug. I mean, you really have to almost be like, you know, how do you?
I mean, that just shows you how bad we've fallen as black folks, anyways. Because think about it, like Young Dirk Lil Durk and Young Thug, the music that they make is, you know, gangster drug music.
Gangster,
you know what I'm saying?
Music. Okay.
Killing people, slanging drugs, doing drugs, whatever.
I'm talking shit.
They make, right?
Yeah.
And they're so good at making music that the music that they're making is getting them arrested because
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, exactly, right. Imagine if they were like positive rappers, and they, you know, think about it, Lil Durk dropped that one positive song, bro. They've probably been on him ever since. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, this works. Positive music. These people could actually sway the culture, but the way they're using them, they use them just, you know, to keep people down. Think
about it like this, though. Think about it like this. Okay, when the music that they really made, the negative music, is made it so that they could make positive music later. You know what I mean? People ain't. Yeah. I mean, you gotta look at what's the one dude's name for Chicago? He was.
They won't let him live though.
No, what's
the
one
dude? Positive and they called him a joke.
No. What's the one dude from Chicago? He's like a gospel kind of rap. Chance the Rapper. He was a positive kind of rapper type dude, wasn't he?
Yeah. He just came out with a song with
nobody listening to him no more, brother.
Toby Wigway. No, they don't. I listen to Toby.
I'm just saying, you know, I don't know who Toby Wigway. I heard that name before, I think somewhere around there, but you know,
Toby nice.
Toby Wigway.
Toby Wigway. I'm gonna play one of the songs.
No, I don't play one of the songs, but I don't even want to hear that shit.
I have great taste in music. I think everybody knows
Wigway. Everybody, hey, listen. Hey, what you think about that dude Andrew Schultz, that comedian who was said that about Kendrick Lamar?
You know what? Like, where's it at? You got the video? Let's pull it up and watch it together. Because, like, to me, it seems like he was respecting Kendrick Lamar for his stance.
He said he'd knock him down. He said if it was me and you, Kendrick, I'll take you, I'll take your joints. Pretty much. And you know, like us as black people, I know, you know,
yeah.
Who was that? You know, I forget who said he said the word Tank. Tank came out like the worst thing you could say about a black man is that he's gay. And that's not the worst thing you can say about a black man. There's a lot of other things you can say about him too that people be pissed off about. But as being black, you kind of understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where he's coming from. You know, I think that Tank said he had some kind of you heard about that?
Nuh-uh.
Tank might have had some kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like he might have had some kind of fling or something
Oh
like that.
yeah, I've heard about that stuff with Tank and whatnot. But the thing is, like when I first heard the dude, it was like I was listening to it, and he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "That's what I'm talking about, Kendrick. That's what I like." He's like, "Ooh," he was loving him so much. He was like, "I would fuck that man." You know what I'm saying? Like on some like love him shit. I don't think he was being just,
man. He said, listen. He said, listen. No, when
Yeah.
he said, if you got to go watch it, bro. He said, look. He was like, man, look. But he said, Kendrick. I'm not a gangster at all. He's like, I'm not a gang. Yeah, Andrew Schultz. He said, I'm not a gangster at all. So Kendrick's crew, they fucked me up. They killed me. They shoot me. His whole gang team. But if it was just me and Kendrick by ourselves, he said, I'd take his joints. He said, basically, there's nothing he could do to stop me from running his joints. Like basically, I'll run up in you, Kendrick. There's nothing you could do. Like think about you tell a man that right there. You feel me? Like you think why would if a man told you he'd run your joints right now?
This
How
is
would
the
you
thing
think
that is kind of funny about it is like first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang. I mean, it is crazy.
He did.
But I need Kendrick. I need you to do it, Kendrick.
You understand? Listen.
Where's the whole thing though?
Listen to what he said. He said, "Yo, take his joints." Like brother, like somebody tell me they're gonna take something from me, bro. It's a problem. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
All right, here we go.
Especially your manhood.
Technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatic English,
Okay.
he's saying I can talk about black women, and that is law.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black
So
woman.
he's basically saying all white comedians
Are only allowed to
talk about black women.
exclusively.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're back.
That's what I'm talking
This one
about.
does not say
Finally, he understands
It's a
it.
law.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
that makes
Because he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
No, that's true.
I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
He must be a big fan if he's
true.
going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
Yep. Yeah, that's fact.
But Al, you're getting groomed right now. We need to ungroom you.
Yeah, you are getting
We need
good.
to ungroom you right now.
Let's see.
Okay? I mean it, Blizzard, because he sent people, he says slide on. What he said, slide. Where's the line? Okay. The N-words that coon, the N-words that being groomed, slide on both of them. Whoa, that seems like a call to violence.
It does.
Why would he call if he's about protecting black people, why would the call to violence be towards the black dudes, not the white guy making the joke?
Well, you gotta understand.
What?
Well, no. You gotta understand.
I snitch. I cooperate. I tell.
Litigation.
Okay? You will squabble up in a jail cell.
Here's what you gotta understand about Ken. It's very important to him to protect black women. That's why he's never done a song with an abuser confirmed. He's never done a song with anybody that's suspected of abuse. He's never threatened to remove his music from Spotify because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage black women.
Hold on.
This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait a minute. Just let me understand what's going on here, because I think that you're using sarcasm as a comedic device.
It is a comedic device.
But you're so fucking smart right now that I don't know if you're serious or making jokes.
I mean, this dude right here, man.
Saying that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedians' jokes, but not the kidnapping, molestation, and of R. Kelly. And actually, in reality, he would take his own music off Spotify to protect R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Someone who's kidnapped,
a sexual
molested,
predator. Yeah.
and black women.
Oof, children.
Are you saying that he's done songs with other men who have potentially put hands on black women?
Not potentially, confirmed.
Wait a minute, convicted?
Yeah, I don't know what you call Chris Brown, but yeah, whatever that is.
Not Breezy. Not Breezy. I took a picture with Chris Brown. Hey, bro, I took a picture with him immediately.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
We ain't protecting nobody. Y'all can protect your fucking self.
Listen, I think that what he's really
gets
saying, though, I think
these
that what he's
jokes
really
over
saying that this dude has consistently kind of had like a viewpoint and said funny things about. Because you remember what the first original thing was that he said?
Andrew,
do you remember?
You want to squabble up?
No. I mean, here's the thing. This is the thing that is kind of funny about it. Is like first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, if it's me and Kendrick, no, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we've done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you.
If you look at a lot of stuff this dude's been saying, he's said a lot of funny things about black women, black people in general.
Yeah.
His viewpoints are very much of the same lineage of the far, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to get into politics, but you understand what I'm saying. That's kind of who he's been riding with. Even when he had the interview with Charlemagne.
Yeah. I mean, Charlemagne lets him talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
All the time. I think the dude who's sitting there in the room with him lets him talk like that. You see how Meek Mill came out against him. It's just, to me, it just was like a funny.
That's the whole thing. And see, they don't fear you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point where it's like someone should at least respect you. You don't see them going out there talking about like country stars and stuff like that. No, they just be up in our stuff. But the thing is, they don't, you know what I'm saying? There's that fear has left the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's there. You call the police about it, but it's like, you got to check a motherfucker. Like, if, like, Charlemagne should see him and check him and then make him apologize.
Isn't this the same show that I think those two black dudes was on his show too? The ones from England was on this same dude's show, and he was like, "Oh, which women do you like better?" Oh yeah, because they didn't answer. And he was like, "Oh, black women are something about," you know what I mean? Like, he says some negative. It's just not. This has just not been the first time. Excuse me. That
but he's kind of like, where's the black people jokes at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all jokes at? Why can't y'all be funny too? Because we're funnier. So I don't understand.
Who are you talking about?
Tell black jokes. Why don't you tell white jokes?
That's been going on for a long time. What the fact of the matter is they're saying that
stop pumping up things about, bro. There's a girl.
He's gotten a pass into the culture is what they're saying, what they're talking about. He's gotten an extreme by a lot of people. Charlemagne, the guy is a major one. A lot of other people. He got, you know, he goes a lot of places that black people are. He's been a comedian in a lot of different situations like that. I think that's what it more or less boils down to, and I think that's what everyone's kind of like mad about or up in arms about.
Who runs the culture?
What do you mean?
Who runs the culture? The culture of TV and music that's sold in the stores. We don't run that. Black folks don't run it. We create the waves. It is our culture naturally, but we don't own it. We don't run it. So they can put on whatever they want. People act like they have a say in things. You know what I'm saying? Like, black folks especially think they have a say in things when it comes to stuff like that. If black folks bought music, we'd be fine, because the music that we actually listen to is actually good music, but we don't. So whoever else buys the music and puts them, we put our money behind everything but ourselves. So I'm just saying, if we did that in hip hop, we'd be gold, but we don't. So it is what it is. And so people like that, people like Adam 22 can flourish. People like Vlad TV can flourish because we don't support everybody. We don't support our own.
I think they're just the ones who kind of put things together and kind of create the actual business behind it. I think that's the only thing. You know what I mean? But I think that with him, it's a specifically like that he has a, like, he pretends to be a part of the culture, but he's not really. He kind of always has something weird to say. Always, you know, he's like, black women are like this. He said something really negative about him to this, and the other two comedians, they laughed about it.
But is it
true? They got a lot of backlash for laughing about it. What do you mean?
But was it true what he said?
I think the statement, I mean, he's like basically like black women are mean and blah blah blah. Something he said. What do you think? Do you think that's true?
That some black women have attitudes?
No, not some. We're not gonna say. You know what I mean? Some of everybody got attitudes.
Did he say all black women have attitudes?
It doesn't matter
what he's like, or did he say a lot of black women have attitudes?
What he did was try to insinuate that these women are better than these women because of this reasons right here.
Well, there's receipts being lost. I mean, some women, I can't speak for all.
You've already told me. Go ahead.
I can't speak for all. I can't speak for all. But some women were, you know, raised by their mothers or their families to cater to a man. Not to, I mean, maybe submit to him, but to cater to your man. You know what I'm saying? To do these things for your man. And some people aren't. And you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So
what are you saying? What exactly are you saying right now? Like, what is the conversation being had? I want to know exactly what you're saying right now, because it sounds like you're saying the same thing that he's saying. That's what I'm getting.
It is what it is.
Because we did hear Freckles earlier, didn't we? So that's why we get.
I mean, like to also say it's one race
right here.
We live in this country called America for now, and so everyone, we're not ants, bro. It's like just because one person does it, the whole race doesn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, You have these horrible.
So are you saying that
and
because
for me, it's like I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't like that. I don't have to bring race into conversations because everybody does.
Nah, brother, we already here. We're here now. You didn't bring it into the conversation.
No, I'm just saying. But
it
I'm
was
just saying,
brought
like,
in because of the segment we just talked about.
But
So
I'm just saying,
you're
it's-
saying that
Yeah.
so that if a woman is not raised to cater to her man, then are you saying that black women are not raised that way?
No, I'm not saying that.
Sounds like you're saying that, brother. I'm not saying that you're saying anything negative. 'Cause I know what you mean. There are women who are like more apt to being that way.
See, I walk
You know
that
what I mean?
back because I said there's a lot of women everywhere, all around. But there's some women that they don't know how to keep a man. You know what I'm saying? I saw girls arguing on my Facebook like I do all the wifey stuff, but he still won't wife me. What's going on here? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, well,
do you think it could be, but for the fact that us as black people are it's a different kind of a. We are raised differently because the world treats us differently in this country. Let's just say in this country, probably in a bunch of other countries as well too, outside of our original where we originally come from, because a lot of us do originally come from America. But in this country that is a predominantly Caucasian white country, that they're treated differently, so they have to almost grow to be a little stronger, a little tougher. You know what I mean? A little more. Look at the neighborhoods that a lot of them come from. I won't say the neighborhoods. Look at the places a lot of us come from. So we're as black men, we're raised to be a little bit tougher and understand that if we are exceptional, that we're worth a little bit more. So as a woman, they almost have to look at themselves the same exact way, put on that same kind of a skin, put on that same kind of a coat. So you think that's a possibility as well, and makes them a little bit more like savvy to the situations that's going on versus someone else who's never experienced a black person in their life, but now they're starting to experience them and they're like open, like, okay, I've never seen this before. This is something different. And they seem that they're more catering, but in other ways they're not as because there's other things you look at, like, this is not to say anything negative about any one race in particular, but there's other things you look at where you see things and it's like there's a woman who ended up getting a fight with her dude and she called him something reckless. Because that's what it is. I'm sure he probably called her names too. That happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're mad at somebody, you're trying to say sometimes. I mean, it depends on
some things you don't say.
I mean,
some things you don't say.
Someone said that they're like, "Hey, take some toothpaste and squeeze it all out, and now try to put it back in there." And they're like, "That's what it says when you scream at somebody. You say some shit you can't take back."
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to check this out. This is my dude Toby.
I ain't letting you off the hook, man. I'm just playing.
Oh, but I ain't Tebow. Oh, my dude Toby. Let's see. Bow.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Yeah.
Who wants some of Debo? Love God, but I ain't Tebow. Cause I've been here taking shots for fouls against me like a free throw. Ooh,
that's nasty.
Free on my dogs like Lassie. If you ever touch fat or baby fat, hell, you might as well buy a casket. Ooh, I'm a savage when it come to static. It get problematic. If you touch my lineage or cabbage, I can't have it. Most of my partners don't know who they bad is. It get tragic. Where I'm from ain't lavish. They grew up some bastards chasing cash and Gucci, and it usually came from lack of guidance. That's why I ain't moved by all these goons.
That's all right.
That's with the Toby.
I've heard some stuff that he did that was decent. I have.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but it's cool though. It's cool though. I ain't gonna say it's horrible. You know what I mean? I just don't want us to play the, because it'll start getting to the point to where they'll be like, you guys, if we play it, we gotta stop and start.
You think they're gonna take us down again?
No,
they ain't gonna happen no more, brother. They can't keep the reel down. They can't keep us
if you
down.
play the whole thing all the way through though, without banter, they start. That's when it's like, okay, you're just basically just we be damn near MTV raps and shit over this motherfucker. Just play.
You got your Christmas tree up yet?
Oh man, I ain't putting up no damn Christmas tree. I live by my, I'm saying, I live by myself, brother. I ain't put up no for what. My mom was like, "You want a wreath for what?" You know what I mean? For
man,
what?
You got to get some Christmas spirit in. All right,
brother, you got kids, man. You get some Christmas spirit. I'm already buying presents. That's my Christmas spirit, is to buy presents.
I'm about to go buy Snoop on a stoop as soon as we get off this.
Are you?
Yeah, Snoop on a stoop.
I thought you was going to sleep. Exactly.
That's happening. That's happening.
Exactly.
I don't want to. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I don't want to.
Are you?
Yeah.
On a Saturday?
On a Saturday for a couple hours. Yeah, man. I'm about
over here being what they say, Mr. Company Man. You over here being Mr. Company Man and shit.
Yeah,
this
man.
is crazy.
You got to be professional what I do. Sometimes you got to come in. Make it happen.
Did you hear about the kid who fell off the ride, man? He and his family got like $310 million.
Did you see him do it? He was overweight and he should have been on the ride in the first place, but they put him on there and the straps were they didn't tighten up around him. So when he went down, it was just like the thing
Slipped
dropped
out.
and then he just did a belly flop on the ground.
And he smacked his head and just killed him.
Bro, it was like a
Oh,
cartoon.
my God,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
And
they
they had to
video and
watch
everything.
310 million. Hopefully it was like hopefully it wasn't like a carnival or something. Hopefully it was like a real, like a theme park that has
No, it was a
several
theme
other
park. It was a
locations.
theme park, bro. Like they went on. It was that one thing that everyone sits around it and it goes all the way up. Woo! And it goes. So it's like shook him out a little bit. He was like, oh shit.
How did this
Pow!
take him out a little bit? He's big. He should have kept him in there. Should have stomach or something. Should have, you know what I mean? Should have, not let him jostle himself up out of there. I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't create.
Are you about to
theme
show it?
park seats.
You
Let me
can't show
see.
it. I don't know if we can show the actual, because they'll probably want us to make sure you find one that's blurred out. You get me?
What? Blurred out.
You
This
know,
ain't
we can't
this is
show
dark.
that. Yeah, but this ain't we be on Patreon or something like that. We can't be on YouTube with that right there. You can't show a dead body on YouTube. I'm sorry, brother. It doesn't work that way. You feel me? But yeah, man. I mean, 310 million. That's a good little. I mean, you can't replace your child. You can't. Now, I'm not trying to say that. 310 million. They're already gone. I mean, they gave him 310. I mean, that's a lot. People also get $1 million for doing like 20-something years in prison. Get $1 million when he got. I ain't nothing. I'll be hot. You know what I'm saying? You might as well put me back in because I'm about to do something wrong.
I fell out earlier. There we go.
You feel me? What you about to show the body fall out the thing in there? This is crazy, brother.
Yeah, don't even really show. Oh, you cool. Yeah, we can watch. We can show that.
Let's watch it.
We can show that.
Let's watch it.
They keep stopping and going on me, so let's give it a second.
Man, this look like nighttime to his family is probably fucked up about that. His
Look.
ass, man.
Right there.
Whoa, and it just dropped. His body dropped before.
I can't show the body, but it's over here. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't even see it. You got to put it up on the screen because I
Look
can't
at-
really see it.
right.
It ain't on the screen. You got to put it on the screen.
Oh, my bad.
That's cool. I can see it because it's down here, but you got to put it on the screen so everybody can see it.
Yeah, my bad.
You feel me?
Here we go.
So where's
right.
the body at before it fall? Hold on. Before you press play, where's the person that coming from? Because you kind of know already.
They're right here. You can see
That's
it.
them right there.
That's the person right there. Look,
His
I'll do
big
it in
body.
slow-mo.
Oh wow, that's high as hell too. It ain't like it's like low. That's high.
Yeah, no,
as
he was
fuck,
coming
bro.
down and then boom.
Oh my god! I know he was scared to death. He knew he was finished.
Yeah. it's
Oh
over.
my god, bro!
And at
That's
high
like-
speed, it's like somebody came up and they was like, just threw you down.
I don't
like,
never want to
totally.
go on a ride like that no more ever in my life. That's crazy. Oh my god! And the people next to him, I'm suing. If I'm sitting next to him and I
Mental
saw this,
distress.
I'm
Mental
suing.
distress.
For real, look at me wanting to watch the video kind of makes me feel like I can, you know what I mean? I can feel how this person, imagine how he felt coming about that mug, man.
I don't think you had too much time to like think about it. It was probably kind of like a cartoon thing. Because it came so quick, like I'm
Yeah,
saying,
take
like
that down off the screen.
yeah,
Okay.
like like someone just picked you up. It was like, just throw you, smack you on the ground.
That's
so
crazy, bro.
$310 million.
I mean, it's worth it, man. Imagine, I mean, I'm going off of what that, if I'm the lawyer, I'm trying to explain to the jury what he felt when he came up out of there. Imagine the horror. I'm going to replay this thing over and over again because every juror is going to be sick to their stomach to think about that. 310, man, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
I mean,
money.
I tell like this, you give me 250 right now. I know you're going to, I know they're going to appeal it. Give me 250 right now. I'll leave it alone. Give me 200. I'll take
Now,
200.
give me 150. I'm good with it. But I'd rather have my child. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the kid's already gone. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about it. That's already a done deal. I'm just trying to negotiate what we can get from the settlement now.
did you
You
hear
know what I'm
about the
saying?
time when the lady successfully sued Geico and won because she was sleeping with this dude in the backseat of the car or whatever,
I
right?
heard about that.
Yeah,
man.
she caught an STD. And so
I
she
heard
sued
about
the
that.
insurance company and she won. And the reason she won is because their lawyer didn't show up or he didn't do something. And so they lost the money.
That's weird as hell. I've never. I mean, people, you can sue for virtually anything. Just like you can say basically anything about anyone at this point in time, and in life, you can say anything, and people are going to believe it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff like that that goes on. Not saying that some of it's true, some of it's not. You know what I mean? Like, but you got to kind of let the situations play out to figure them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, that's how life is, though. You know what I mean? It's how life is. You can't. Everyone's gonna run into their situations and problems in life. You hear about Master P, son?
Nah, what did Romeo do?
Nah, this ain't Romeo. This is Hersey Miller. He got like other Hersey and Mercy.
The basketball player one.
There's two of them. It's Hersey is the older one, and then Mercy is the younger one. The two basketball players, right? They said he got caught trying to steal, him and a couple of his basketball buddies got caught stealing refrigerators, or maybe two other students got caught stealing refrigerators. I'm like, what are y'all stealing refrigerators for? You know what I mean?
Weird. What do you steal?
It might have been just to put one in a room or something.
I was about to say that's okay.
Little shit like how motherfuckers try to pump everything up to be something bigger than what it is. But he's tripping though. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you bring.
I hope they treat him like they treated those kids that broke into Ray Allen's house down in Florida. So the kids from the next door were like, "Hey, Ray Allen lives next door." So they come into his yard. The back door is unlocked, so they enter through the back door, go through the house. His wife is home. She screams. The kids run out the house. The kids get arrested, and they don't charge them with anything they didn't arrest the kids. They didn't charge them anything because they said that since they left the door unlocked, it's not breaking and entering.
Since they left the people, Ray Allen, since he left his
door unlocked, it wasn't breaking and entering because these are all rich kids or whatever. So they dropped the case.
Wow. If I'm Ray Allen, I'm like, hell no, they entered my house unlawfully. No one told them they can come in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's some kind of that's crazy. Maybe it's not breaking and entering, but it's entering my home illegally.
I mean, if there were some Rudy Poo broke kids, they charge them with that. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to make an example out of you, put them in the system. But those kids, their parents had money.
I mean, and Ray Allen didn't want a problem. He was good, just kind of keeping things cool around his neighborhood.
Influenza kid in Texas.
What happened?
Oh, you ever heard about that? So this kid, he was driving, he was drunk. He crashed his car into another people's car, killed 3 people, right? Okay. Drunk driving. His parents, the lawyer came out and said, pleaded that he had influenza. And basically what that is, he's grew up so rich, he doesn't know right from wrong. And that should be
influenza is like, I think it's the wrong terminology.
I think okay. Yeah.
That's like being sick. That's like the flu, brother. Influenza is like the flu, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like a cold of some sort. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell? He said he had influence. Say it again, though, bro. It's funny when you say it like that. It's so funny as hell. That's a good one. He said he got influenza, like he was like,
my bad. Yeah, whatever.
Right-hand side of the road, and he decides to pull over.
Yeah, pull it up on the screen.
I got
along
you.
With Holly and Shelby Boyles standing on the road with the driver.
We're trying to get out of the car, and he tells us, he's like, no, y'all sit tight. I'll be back in just a minute.
With Brian Jennings on the scene, there are now 4 people by the side of the road. Meanwhile, a third location just a few houses down, there's another party in progress. But this one's not so innocent. 16-year-old Ethan Couch is there with 7 friends.
They're drinking, they're having a good time, and then the young woman needs to go to the convenience store. So they decide, well, we'll go get them.
All of them?
All of them decide to go.
8 teenagers load into Ethan's souped-up fire engine red pickup. 6 in the cab, 2 in the flatbed, and head on out the road. Ethan guns it, hitting nearly 70 miles an hour in seconds. His truck barreling toward the scene at the Boyles family mailbox. Chance is bringing together a crowd of people whose lives are about to violently collide. Eric Boyles is inside when his world changes forever.
What are we watching? Is this like a
we don't live in California.
Nah, but like the kid,
I think you just had an earthquake. I mean, the house shook.
When the red pickup truck packed with 8 teenagers, 2 in the flatbed, lost control, it swerved into a ditch, sideswiped that disabled white SUV, then mowed down those 4 bystanders, crashing into Brian Jennings' white truck before flipping over into a tree. These photos show what remains of the Ford F-350 that Ethan turned into a weapon of mass destruction, and Brian Jennings' accordion white Chevy tossed across the road.
Wow.
The bodies had been scattered hundreds of feet. At the moment of impact, Lucas McConnell was seated in the back of Brian Jennings' parked white truck.
So he messed them up, right?
Metal crunching of glass.
Oh, let me stop this.
Tire screeching.
He messed them up, and then they claim that what's his name? Kid car crash. They claimed this thing. It was like influenza. I gotta find it really quick. But that was his. Yeah, there it is. Affluenza. You see.
So because he was rich, pretty much they were saying that you ain't gotta watch. I understand what you're saying.
You ain't gotta watch nothing. But look, he got a. Fuck, what's messing with me? Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah, affluenza teen. So basically, they were saying he was so rich, and he grew up so rich that he didn't know right from wrong. And so that he couldn't be held liable for these crimes that he did. So they were like, all right, cool. We're going to give him 10 years probation. Can't have any drinks. None of this stuff.
He killed 4 people. How many people did he kill? 4 people?
He mowed the 4 down. And then everyone else, think about it, there's 2 people in the flatbed. Everyone in his truck, you saw how bad the car. Yeah. I mean, he killed the 4 off tops. So everyone else was probably messed up.
So he killed 4 bodies and he got 10 years probation.
10 years probation, can't have a drink of liquor or anything to drink. Anyways, they get videotape of this kid a couple months later. He's playing beer pong. You know what I'm saying? And he's drinking while he's playing beer pong. So the video gets out. They call him in the court. They're going to lock him up. The mom takes him, takes a bunch of money from the dad's safe, says, I'm leaving you, and bounces to Mexico with him.
Really?
So they're in Mexico, right? And like, everyone's like, oh, we need to bring him back. They can't find him. Dumbasses order a pizza. The pizza delivery person sees him and they come and swoop him up, take him and his mom back. And they lock the mom up for maybe a couple weeks or maybe a month. And then they let her out. And then the boy gets to get out for a minute. Then they let him out on bail and he got to be free for a second. But I think he ended up having to do time after that for running, but not that much time.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, whoever his family is, they got their shit together in that town. Wherever they live at, they got their stuff together in that town.
Somebody had something on the judge because what the judge did, because after the court case, the judge resigned right after. So they couldn't hold the judge liable no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's a good way to do it. I mean, they probably already had to, you know how that stuff goes, man. But hey,
I'm just saying, like that's to the original statement I was talking about, bro. Like people that got money, they can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with crimes.
In most cases, you know what I'm saying? It seems like in certain cases you can. Certain people, they're gonna sit you down for 3 and 4 years. I mean, some of these other people got money too. They setting them down for 3 and 4 years and making them do some time and then letting them go, not guilty. It's crazy to me that a person has to sit down for years and do years of their life to be found not guilty, and then like nothing occurs from it. You're just like,
they can't even be out to make money to fight their case. It's like you're bleeding them out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
exactly what they're doing. It's intentional. It's all intentional.
Sir, are you going out tonight?
No, I'm chilling.
Why
at the
not?
crib.
Maybe you should step out, go into the city, and say hello to your viewers.
For what? You know what I mean? Like we can say hello right here on the platform. You know what I mean? We can have lots of hellos and everything else we need to do right here on the platform, man.
You should go out to karaoke night.
I don't do karaoke, bro.
You ain't got to sing. Yeah, everybody. I mean, it's still fun to go.
You the karaoke man. You know what I'm saying? You do.
They got a trap karaoke coming up pretty soon.
A what?
A trap karaoke.
Where are they doing that at? I don't even want to advertise it, but I'm just saying a trap karaoke. So they can.
Yeah.
And I probably don't want to go to that either.
I do.
Sounds like that might be a situation.
I'm getting up on that stage.
What you gonna sing? What you gonna rap? I should say.
Too short. Blow the whistle.
I guess would that be considered trap karaoke?
No, you don't have to. It's just they call it trap karaoke, but you can sing whatever you want.
It's the name of it, though.
Yeah, it's called trap. So I mean, you might get up there. Like me and my kids, we could have went to karaoke. We was down here doing BBD Poison because we all know the verses, dance moves and everything. Yeah.
Did y'all go do that night? Y'all went and did that?
No. I went out to karaoke that night, right? And by the time I got there, they shut it down because why did they shut that one down? They shut it down because too many people were coming in the bar, and they're like, "Oh, my time to turn on some music. We're getting packed." Instead of letting people up there singing songs or whatever. And then the other one I went to, the guy, he said they were doing karaoke, but they weren't. Like, I guess he didn't show up or something happened. So I was like, dang.
So it's karaoke night and people start coming to the bar. So they're like, no, we're not going to do karaoke. We're going to play some real music and try to keep everybody in here.
Yeah. And most people ended up leaving.
Because they probably thought it was karaoke night.
Yeah.
Might have been what they came for.
Yeah, totally. Like, ask them. Because I was about to sing.
BBD.
I got a couple songs, man. I like to do Escape, the Pina Colada song. I do that one.
Girls?
No.
Escape?
I got tired of my lady. We've been together too long. Never that. Do you like Pina Coladas?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do that one. Prince Erotic City.
I can see you doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
What else?
I do the Humpty Dance sometimes. Baby Got Back. Shimmy Shimmy Y'all by ODB. Brent Fire, Rehab in Paris. What's the other one? Yeah, I already said Too Short. I used to do Young MC Bust a Move. I ain't got the lungs for it. Rick James, Super Freak. I'm trying to learn the Men Without Hats, the safety dance. You ever heard that song? You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, whether no friends of mine. But I want to be dressed like hella thuggish, right? And I want to like walk up there and like down, 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 down. I guess you have to hear the song, but
I understand what you're saying though. But you should probably do this during your comedy set because you know
if I'm feeling romantic, I do Stevie Wonder. Knocks Me Off My Feet.
Okay. Stevie Wonder knocks you off your feet. I guess that's a good little set you do right there. How many songs do you normally get to do at a regular karaoke night?
I only do 2. The ones I'm into right now is the Too Short and the Shimmy Shimmy Y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. I mean, is that where you're going tonight? Is that what your plans are tonight to go do karaoke night tonight?
Nope. Gonna go make some tacos and chill out. Stay home.
And go on Hinge. Are you gonna be on your Hinge tonight?
No, sir, I won't.
Why not? I mean, you might knock something. You might knock something, man. You never know. Something might come through for you. You know,
you should go out. Maybe you'll go out and find love, huh? Maybe you find a nice little lady, has a book in her hand, the one that has to, she got to sit there and watch all the purses so her friends can go dance. One that'd rather be home like you, huh? Maybe, sir.
So obviously, she ain't gonna be out there doing that. Whoever she is, she won't be out there doing that.
They drag her
home
out
somewhere. We'll figure it out.
You know what I want people to stop doing? Like I'm always waiting for it. Like when I'm at a bar, when I was younger, I'd be at a bar, right? And then like one girl would have these 2 girls that have the same dress on, right? And you can see them looking like, damn, that girl got your dress on. I know, won't do what you want. And what never fails, the women should just walk up to each other like, yeah, we have the same dress, whatever. Please don't have your friend spill any drinks on me. Because that's always what happens. I always see her homegirl be like, I got you, don't worry. Because the girl with the same dress can't go be like, oh, fuck you, bitch, you got the same dress on. She can't.
I ain't never seen like that, but
I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it multiple times, bro. So the friend will be like, I got you, girl. And then she'll creep around or whatever, and then come by the girl and be like, oh, sorry about that.
I ain't never seen no shit like that before. That's great. That's cause for problems. You know what I'm saying? Situations right there. If that does happen.
I've seen it happen.
I believe you.
And the girl, she'd be like, it's an accident. You have to treat it like an accident. Oh, then her friend is like, and no harm, no foul. But I've seen it happen so many times. I'd be observing. Because I'd just be sitting there watching. Yeah.
Like I said, I definitely believe you, man. I think that those type of things definitely do happen. But you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy that you're like in a situation to where you're actually seeing stuff like this happen.
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. You know what I mean? Like
I watched a girl trap a man with a baby once. It was crazy. Like
you said, trap a man with a baby.
Trap a man with a baby. Yeah, she knew he was coming into town, like 2 weeks prior. So me and her was hooking up, and she was like, "Nah, I can't hook up with you." She waited like a week. She was like, "He'll be in town in a week." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." He was in town for 2 weeks. Then he left. I was like, "All right, cool, whatever. What's happening?" She's like, "No, we got to wait another week." And I was like, "What the hell? We got to wait another week for?" And so, lo and behold, she was pregnant with his baby. Like she had synchronized her times to make sure that she could just pin it on him and it would be his baby. There would be no confusion, no nothing. Like he was only in town for a little bit, but she trapped him right then. I was like, damn.
She hit him with the baby.
Yeah. She'd love to do forever. I can't say names, but I know stories. And love to do forever. Right. And she was like, I love his eyes. I need a baby by him, and just found her opportunity. Boom,
and sucked him in and got the baby, huh?
Got the baby.
Damn. Yeah, so that sounds like your other story that you told earlier with the baby situation. You said she couldn't have the baby.
Yeah,
it sounds a lot like that.
I've heard that too before. I'd be like, hit the belly button, pow, I'm out. Swipe. Come on, kids, let's go.
With that, man, you silly as hell. You silly as hell. Let's go ahead and wrap it for tonight, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Well, this is the Friday Fix. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're in the Kitsap area, come down to Tracy the Movie House. I will have a comedy show down there December 19th. Also catch us every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for our town hall that we do. And always Uncommon Courtesy here at the Webs Network Media. All right. Thank you all for viewing, sticking with us on the Friday Fix. If you want to come in, just say something. We'll let you in. We can have a conversation. You come in, show us a video, whatever you want to do. All right. So we're out of here. I hope you guys have a safe Friday. Enjoy your evening. Make sure you don't wait until the lights come on to realize that women's eyebrows aren't real. Love y'all. Have a good one.